Hi, yes, Evan, Mr. Lodge here. So at the moment we're doing an investigation into friction. As you can see, that's our title, investigating friction. And our aim, just like the manufacturers, shoe manufacturers, and maybe people that manufacture the surfaces of basketball courts or what have you, tennis courts, they're always thinking about, what sort of quality of surface is this? Does it have the best friction? So I want you to put yourself in the shoes of, if you like, sorry about, pardon the pun, the shoes of these manufacturers, and you're trying to produce or test the surface or shoe that has the best friction. So there's our aim, and it contains the independent and dependent variables, right? Which shoe or surface has the most friction? So our hypothesis, something that you'd be able to test your prediction, I think that actually carpet would have the best friction in terms of making a football surface or whatever. So that's what my hypothesis would be. I think that carpet has the best friction, and we're going to test that. So when we come to looking at our independent, dependent and control variables, we're thinking about, okay, the independent is what? Have a think and tell me what you think it is. Okay, well done. Yes, it is the variable that we change, or the one that we're testing. So this would be our independent variable. It could be all various kinds of surfaces that we're going to test. Yeah, you could even test the floor of the lab, or you could test the actual hard court outside, or you could test a road surface within the school grounds, obviously. Or it could be any number of different shoes that you might be able to bring in tomorrow from home. Your dependent variable, have a think about what that might be. Thinking? Pause the video. Well done. Yes, you're absolutely right. The dependent variable is what you are going to measure. So in this case, you are going to measure the force using a Newton meter. So that's friction, should be friction force there. Which shoe surface is the most friction force, right? So there we go. So now we've got our aim, we've got our title, we've got our hypothesis, we've got our independent, dependent. So what are the controls? Think about it, pause the video. Yep, the controls, well done, are the things we need to keep the same. So in this investigation, if we are investigating the surface, the type of surface, then we need to keep the shoe the same. If you're investigating which shoe has the most friction, guess what you need to keep the same? You're absolutely right. It's the surface you need to keep the same. Okay? There may be other control variables as well. I would like you to think about those before we come into the next lesson, because that's very important for your planning. And also, another question to think about, why do we need to have control variables to make this a fair test? What's important about the control variables? All right. So this outlines our investigation for tomorrow. I want you to watch this video and think about those two things, okay? What are the other control variables, and what's the importance of those control variables? Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.